In this screencast, you'll learn how to create and manage events on your Google Calendar. So you can go up to Create, which is a quick add feature. You can create the event right here, which is something you want to add quickly. Or if you go back again and click on Create, you can create the full calendar event here. Another option is you can just click on the date that you want to. So let's say I want to add an event on September 18th. I just click in the box, and it's either an event or a task. So you can give yourself a to-do list or an event. So I'm going to create an event. I can go to edit the event to see all of the options. So I may want to just say this is a meeting with teachers, let's say. It automatically defaults to all day, but if I want to change and it goes over 2 days, I can do that. I can click repeat if it repeats and fill that out. If I click off of all day, which can be customized back in the previous screencast on the gear settings, I can change the time. So maybe I want it to start at 1 p.m. and it automatically defaults to an hour, but I can change that here. Then what I can do is I can put in the location. This would be for GPS navigation, so I don't really use this feature unless you wanted to give them the actual address of where the location is, but you can type all of that other information in description. Under calendar, you want to make sure that you're clicking on the right calendar to add the event. So these would be the ones that are anyone that you can edit an event for. And then you can write something in here. Maybe you want to have the location or a room number, the information that somebody might need. You can add attachments, so this is very nice. You can add something right from Google Drive. If I wanted to add a PowerPoint or a document, you can upload from your computer. You can customize the event color, notifications to pop up. You can add a notification or delete a notification to let you know, hey, reminder, you have an event. You can show yourself as visible, available, etc. You can also add guests. So if I wanted to add somebody else, so let's say I wanted to add, Rachel Onema, so I could start typing her name and it would come up. I would click on her name and then you can see she's added to the guests. And when I click save, to save all of it, again, you can suggest it times. You can, I could allow Rachel to modify the event, invite others, or see guest lists. So maybe I just want her just to see the guest list. I could do that, or maybe I want her to modify the event. And then when I go to save, it'll ask, do you want to send her an invitation? So if I click send, it will go in an email to her. If I don't send, she's going to get it. She'll get this on her calendar, but not in her email. So it's nice when you make the event, when you add those people, it goes right to their email. I can disinvite her if I want and click save. Would you like to send a cancellation to remove the guests? I'm not going to send it, and it'll just remove from her calendar altogether. Also, if I decide to delete the event, it deletes altogether from my calendar, but will also delete from her calendar. So you can certainly play around with that feature, which is nice. Again, clicking on the day that you want to, I just go right to edit event and start typing all my information. If it's just something for me, I don't need to add any guests. But you can certainly add guests and it'll go right into their calendar. And then if you've seen already somebody who's invited you, you can RSVP right in the email when you get that email notification. So when you get that, it'll show up as an arrow in your email that you need to address that as RSVP, or you can RSVP right in your email. What happens is when you, if you see on the right-hand corner here, it'll pop up with a little calendar date or RSVP. So RSVP, it means you need to address it. An attachment or view means it's a Google Doc. So it lets you know here what the email is all about. So that's how you create an event. You share it. You can customize it with different colors. If you do a different color, test event, I can make this, let's say red, and if I click save, it'll come up red. So when it's all colored in like that, that means it's an all-day event. If I want it from a certain time, I can just click off all day, 10 to 11. When I click save, it defaults to my color font that I picked under my name for my calendar, but it gives me the red box, so that might be nice if you have certain events, you know, this all red means that it's a student, all red means it's a parent, whatever it is. So, or it could be stuff that you need to do. Again, you could also, I'll delete that event, you can also create tasks which are a part of your to-do list. So if I had a task to make a screencast for you all, I can make some notes about it, and then I can create my task, and then it creates a task for me. So that's really nice for the task sheets. So that is an overview of creating the events.